Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kaylee, and today we are going to do a rapid fire of my absolutely nots for the gym, fitness, and diet health in general. The first thing on my list is tight booty shorts and even leggings. Look, I know some women really like them. I just do not. They're just not for me. I feel like everything's hanging out and I feel like things are not like buttoned up like I like them to be. So I also can't work out in not shorts. Like I have to have shorts on, otherwise I get like too overheated. And then just the thought of something like super tight on my body, it's just why I can't do them. Look, no hate, no shade to the girls who do wear the matching outfits and do wear the booty shorts and things like that. I just cannot. So this is typically what I wear every single day, like a rotation of different shorts and shirts like this. I just can't wear those clothes. Like I just can't. They're not for me. It is just not me. It would not be authentic if I wore those. So that's number 1. Number 2 is filming myself at the gym as well. I love that for everyone else, and I love that there are people who share their exercises, proper form in the gym. Like I love watching C-bums exercises and things like that. I just don't have it in me right now at this time in my life to film myself in the gym. I just don't, and I don't want to, and I get really uncomfortable even thinking about it. So I'm gonna leave that to everybody else. So that's my number 2. Number 3 is social media exercises. And I say social media just because I don't want to just say TikTok. I also mean Instagram and anything else. Find a program that's going to work for you and stick to the program. Stop doing these social media exercises. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on number 3. Number 4, cardio before weights. So if you are doing strength training and lifting in the gym, if you do cardio before your weights, you're actually depleting your muscle glycogen that is needed for lifting the weights. You also just deplete your sort of endurance, and you need a level of endurance for strength training as well. So I always do my cardio or whatever it is that I'm doing after my strength training. During my cut, I typically do the treadmill for 15 to 20 minutes, and that's it. Like I'm not doing an excessive amount of cardio. So that is all. Cardio before weights is never going to happen for me ever. Number 5 is actually eating before the gym. So there is a group of people who like to eat before the gym and they like to have breakfast. And I'm sure there's a lot of science and there's a lot of recommendations on, not working out fasted, but it just works for me. Like I have my pre-workout, I have creatine with my pre-workout now, and then I have a handful of gummy bears just to give me that fast sugar, fast carbs so that I have the energy to get through the workout, or that my muscles have the energy. And that's it. And then I come home and I make breakfast. I'm not eating a big meal or any big snack before I go to the gym. I tried it. I've tried it a few times and I cannot do it. It doesn't work for me at all. Number 6 is bad form on exercises just for the sake of doing the exercise. I'll talk about this in another one in a little while, but I am not going to risk an injury in 2026. So I am not risking having bad form on any of my exercises just for the sake of doing the exercise. Like, I'm going to make sure that my form is appropriate. If I have too heavy of weight, then I'm going to go and I'm going to pick up a lighter weight. If I have too light a weight, then I'm going to pick up a heavier weight. Like, I'm not risking and I'm not messing up my form on any of the exercises that I do. So that is my number 6. Number 7 is replacing foundational lifts with accessory lifts. So what I mean by this is you sort of have your big 3 lifts, right? Squat, deadlift, bench press. And then you can also think of like your big 6, if you will. A lot of people think of those where you just add the overhead press or the pull up and the barbell row to the big 3. So I guess 4 or 5 or 6. But I typically do the solid like foundational 3, and I am not trading those out for accessories. And by accessories, I mean like your leg press, your hack squat, even your leg extensions, etc. So I have my foundational ones, And then I have accessories alongside of that. So if we're talking a leg day, I'm doing my barbell squat or I'm doing my deadlift. And then I'm also accessorizing it with leg extensions, leg curls, et cetera, et cetera. I am not having the hack squat or the leg press replace my barbell squat. I'm just not going to do it. And I talk in another video about how those exercises and even adding in an accessory exercise like lunging with the barbell is actually what grew my glutes and is what actually grew my quads over the last 4 months while I was building muscle. And I'm not replacing the foundational exercises. The reason I'm not replacing them, and this is the one that I will spiral on the most out of this whole list, is because all three of those exercises improve your overall strength, muscle, functional fitness. Those exercises mimic the natural sort of movement that you have in your day to day, pushing, like pulling, hinging, like squatting, etc. Those I am not trading for accessories. I will add in accessories, but I will always and forever keep my foundational lifts. That's just me. Number 8 on the list is cutting carbs out of my diet entirely. Been there, done that, tried it, not doing it again. Carbs are what fuel your workout, your brain, your nervous system. Cutting them out entirely can tank your performance, can tank your mood. You want to keep carbs in your diet because those are what are going to give you the energy. They're going to help with sustainable weight loss, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I will not cut carbs ever again. Been there, done it, tried it, not doing it again. Number 9 is not living my life. So I abide by the sort of like 98-2 rule or 95-5 rule where, the 98 or 95% of the time I am eating clean, we are cooking at home, we are meal prepping, we are feeling good. And then the other percent is living my life. So we travel, we like to go out to eat with friends, like whatever it is, I am not going to restrict myself in that way. When I'm cutting, I try and be very mindful when we go out to eat, what I'm getting, what I'm eating, etc. But majority of the time, living this way helps me not live in such a like restricted sort of life that I think can sometimes accompany, any sort of cutting or anything like that when you're in a calorie deficit. Like the way to have it be sustainable and long term is to live your life and also just focus on eating really well majority of the time. And so that is just what we do. Okay. 10 is warming up and stretching, warming up before my workout, stretching after my workout. So 2025, I had quite a few injuries that happened over the course of the year in the gym, all my fault. But my goal in 2026 is to try and go as injury free as I possibly can. And I think that that means really doing a proper warm up before every single exercise, every single day. Also, recovering properly and stretching after the workout is just as important. So, that is a goal of mine. That is an absolute must. That is non negotiable. And that is what I'm doing in 2026. So, absolutely not to injuries in 2026. And then, bonus number 11 is anything over strength training is an absolutely not for me. Building muscle, for having fat loss. Strength training is the one thing that reshapes your body, boosts your metabolism, protects your bones, protects your joints, keeps you strong as you age. Cardio is going to burn the calories on that day. So today, cardio is going to burn the calories. But what strength training is going to do is for the rest of your life, set you up for success. It's going to give you a body that is going to carry you throughout time and make you strong throughout time. So an absolutely not for me is anything other than strength training. I look at that as an accessory. So a lot of the Pilates girlies will maybe get mad at me, but Pilates to me is an accessory because Pilates helps with, your core, flexibility, endurance, etc. But that is not strength training. That is different. And so I feel like you maybe need both if you want to do Pilates. You absolutely need strength training. Non-negotiable. So those are my rapid fire 11 things that are an absolutely not for me when it comes to the gym, fitness, diet in 2026 and beyond. If you like this kind of content and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I have a lot more other content, health related. I'm on a current cut journey that you can go and follow and see all of those videos as well. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Let me know what your absolutely not is for the gym or for the diet or whatever, or if you disagree with anything that I said. And I am so appreciative that you spent the time watching the video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.